The emotions run deep. There is pain and anger and sorrow and mourning for what's going on. Over 1,200 people were Israelis were killed. 2,500, or it might even be over 3,000 that were injured, and 150 missing, and 360,000 reservists being called up. It is anyone that we know in Israel is impacted in some way. There's when asked if we have family in Israel, the reality is we have 7 million family members because we're all connected.
Bringing the community together tonight, what was, your thoughts on that? What sparked this idea, and why do you feel like it's essential that this happens tonight?
We do better when we come together. We can come together and support one another. We can come together and show that we're supportive of Israel and that we are against hate in any form. If you think back a couple of years ago, we wouldn't have been able to come together because of COVID. And I've been in other situations where we missed being able to come together as a community. So coming together, whether it's just the Jewish community or the entire community, is invited. And I think we're going to have many Jews as well as non-Jews come who want to show support and who want to feel the togetherness of being able to show solidarity with Israel.
Yeah, and when it comes to, ever since you announced it was tonight, what's been the feedback? What have you been hearing about, what are you kind of expecting to happen tonight?
I think we're going to have a very good turnout. We're involved not only with Jewish community, but with other organizations in the community as well, that we've sort of spread the word. It's going to be the community rabbis sharing remarks. It will be myself sharing remarks, and we will give community members the opportunity to donate to emergency relief funds in Israel. My expectation is that the overall program will last less than an hour.
With these different events happening across the country, some have gotten a little tense in nature. Have you thought of that and put any additional security measures in place?
We have strong security measures in place for the event tonight, so people can come knowing that police will be very visible, as well as other law enforcement that might not be as visible. So security measures are in place so people can come knowing they'll be secure.
And with your remarks tonight, what's your message to, this community about everything that's going on?
The community needs to stand together against hate and violence and terror, and that we need to be there to support Israel and stand with Israel. We might not always agree with what's happening in Israel as a country, but when Israel is attacked, then the Jewish community feels attacked as well. So it's really coming together and showing solidarity.
Oh, it's a mix of emotions. There's intense sadness. There's anxiety to get to this place that we're trying to get to, which is ultimately peace. Fear for what's yet to come.
Showing of solidarity tonight in this community. How important is that to come together?
I think extremely important. and it's not only the Jewish people, it's the whole community. We've had great support in this community, and we're very grateful for that. And I think that people recognize that this is that we're all in this together. This is not about only about this little strip of land in the Middle East, but it's about democracy and our safety, even right here where we sit.
And tonight, what should people expect? Coming at 7 o'clock. What are the plans? What's the itinerary kind of in a way?
A big crowd, a lot of people, a lot of security, and the local rabbis are going to speak. The director of the Federation Jewish Community Center of Augusta is going to speak. But all of us, briefly, we're going to try to keep the program under an hour.
Why do you feel it was important that there's a lot of security here and that kind of thing?
Well, I think it'll put people at ease and make them feel comfortable coming. I mean, we have security on a regular basis here, and have been in the security game for a long time. I mean, even before people were shooting up churches and synagogues, we were already well prepared. So, but we've certainly ramped it up for tonight, and feel strongly that we'll be in good hands.
Yeah, and when it comes to coming together, and you said you're going to speak, what is your message to this community?
Oh, I guess the first thing that comes to mind is my thankfulness for their support. I mean, we so badly need to come together and to pray and to be hopeful together, and a lot of that's going to happen tonight.
Yeah, and I kind of read something that there's going to be fundraising efforts. Do you know anything about?
Lots of people have asked me about that. I've received numerous emails and requests for making suggestions on how to contribute. We probably will make some suggestions. I have some personal favorites, legitimate organizations that that I'm comfortable recommending. And the JCC director will probably make a few suggestions tonight, and I probably will too.
Yeah, and
it's not really the purpose of the event, though, but I'm just answering the questions that that folks are asking.
For those that aren't a part of the Jewish community, never set foot in the synagogue,
Mm-hmm.
What should they know to feel comfortable about coming to this event and kind of feeling at home?
Other than struggling with their head covering, I think just that they're more than welcome, and that we appreciate them, and that please come in and please feel comfortable to be with us, and know that we appreciate their support. We hope that this passes as quickly as possible, and that as few innocent lives are taken as a result. It's disturbing on so many different levels, but we also understand that Israel needs to do what it has to do, lest they be wiped off the map.